Hello my friends and welcome back to our Football Manager 2022 Rise of a Nation save, where we're currently with Inverurie Hillside Swifts. That is so confusing, it's right there in front of me. Anyway, today I've brought you back early and basically I've just decided that this team isn't for us. Normally I try and stick this out, but basically we lost to Pennycook in the last episode, as you've seen. We lost to Lothian Thistle. We were then destroyed in the second half by Dundonald Bluebell. I'm looking at this league table and I'm like, I can't see us getting out of this. The last thing we need on our CV or for FM is to get relegated. Socking have a game in hand over us. They have now found form, scoring six out of absolutely nowhere, by the way. Look at their form. Lost. 6-1-5 now against two mid-table teams. It's just not going to be good. So what we're going to do is we are going to resign. Did that work? There we go. So we have resigned from Hillside Swifts. I think that was probably the best option for us. It wasn't working out for either me or the club. It might have only been a few games we were there, 10 games or something, if that. But it's not a level I'm used to, and I feel like it's the best time to resign. Let's have a look at the job centre now. I want to kind of see if we can still go up in the leagues. So Hill of Beef is East of Scotland Premier. They're literally above where we were. Not happening. Hillfield Swifts, obviously we've just left. Not happening. So I am going to go away. We're going to find a job. We're going to find the right job for us, and I'm going to make sure it's the right job for us. I am not a relegation manager. I'm not a guy that's good enough to build a team to avoid relegation on a short period of time, particularly on a very, very small budget. We have a look. I imagine we were on one of the smallest budgets in the league. If you have a look at salary per annum, yeah, there you go. And we were over budget as well, by the way. So we were going to toil against the teams above us, but I still maybe feel like I should have been able to give it more. I think this is the right thing to do though. We will go and find a new job. I'll be back soon, guys. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We have been offered the Fours Mechanics jobs. They're in the Highland League, so it's a promotion for us, which is great. It is the north of Scotland though. Fours Mechanics is based, where are they based? In Fours, which is how far north is Fours? Let's have a look on the old Google Maps. It helps if I can spell. Oh man, it's about as high as you can get. It's just along from Inverness. It's about as north as you can go before you hit the sea. Just before that little bit at the top. So just along to the right from Inverness, or along to the east from Inverness. Now, what appealed to me about this job, now I was offered the Pennycook job. They did actually stay up and they have the second biggest budget in the league that we were just in. But they were still fighting relegation, and it was a shady at actually looking at it. If we had lost either of the games that they had left to play, we would have been relegated. So it would have kind of just been a weird sidestep for no gain. So I'm content in rejecting that job. Now, Fours Mechanics are currently in the Highland League. They finished 14th last season, but if we have a look at team details and go down here, we can see here Fours Mechanics. They're sitting in 6th for wage bill, which means they should be competitive in this league. Now, Bora are very, very successful in this league. They've won it multiple times. I know that for a fact. In fact, you can see they've won it the last 3 years in a row. Cove Rangers won it a couple of years before that. But it's been dominated by them. But Fours Mechanics themselves, been there or thereabouts. They won it in 2011, or 2012 rather. So they're not a bad side. I feel like this is a job for us. Now, I was kind of hoping to go into these leagues, the Highland and Lowland. I was kind of hoping to stay in the Lowland League and then move up. But I don't think we can turn down this offer. No Lowland League jobs became available. We've applied for higher up jobs and just been kind of laughed out of them, which is, fair enough. So now we are at Fours Mechanics. So we finished 14th last season, as I said, and content with this decision. Now, I've not looked at any of the players, which I did last time, because I don't know enough to know what's good in the league and what's not. Confirm. Perfect. So, players in the last year of their contracts. I am going to go through all this and I'll bring you back in a minute. Radio. So there's good news and there's bad news. Now, one, what surprises me is there's no youth team for us. We have no under 18s or anything like that. We have youth candidates who, you know, we've signed these guys. We have loans. We have nothing else. Our first team, 3-star and better, is good enough for this division. So as you can see, we need a lot of work defensively. We have an okay set of midfielders and a striker or two. So we have some work to do. I've not had a look at my staff yet, but as you can see, we have one coach and that is it. Nathan Sharp is an assistant manager. Not convinced by him, to be honest. I'm not convinced. We'll have a look and see what's available in that sense. I will end this episode here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to bring you back when I decided that we were going to resign. Next episode will be our first sort of review with Forbes as we come into the new season. We do have a entire brain work, an entire pre-season is what I'm trying to think of to work our magic with this team. Priorities is defenders and a goalkeeper. Now, fullbacks were okay, I think. We've got, where's the fullbacks? You're reasonable, you'll do a job. You're terrible. There was a left back that I saw that I was like, oh, he'll do. This guy. He'll do a job. Ian Laver. And there's a centre back that will do a job, which is Rory Fraser, but we need a quick, good, a physical centre back alongside him, essentially, is what I'm thinking. If we can get maybe a couple of central midfielders in and a prolific striker, we'll be in great shape for the coming season. Finance wise, we have a lot of our wage budget to play with. We are committed to spending 1,357. We have 2,630 available wage budget, which means we have an entire 50% of our wage budget to play with, and that's before we loan or sell anyone, you know, the likes of all these guys that have still got to go. So guys, I'll end this here. If you're enjoying this series, I know the first club was very, very quick, but you know, I've got to enjoy it. I've got to make sure that I'm doing the right thing for the save, and the right thing for the save is to get to the top division as quickly as possible, and then sort of focusing on developing the league and hopefully the players. So hopefully we can. Much love, guys, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.